Hey there, Stacy here. Welcome to my channel. Today will be part 1 of my 2-part series on hair removal. In today's episode, I will talk about shaving versus waxing. Stay tuned. So for today, I'd like to talk about shaving and waxing. I'm going to compare the pros and cons between the two, and then you can decide what is best for you. So I'm going to show you a few shavers here, razors and stuff. I have a whole bunch of different types of shavers in front of me. So the first one I'm going to show you is just the regular disposable razor. And this one here has 3 blades. You can see that there. And having the 3 blades on the razor definitely helps to make a much smoother shave than just 2 blades. The next kind of razor I'm going to show you here is a little bit bigger. This one here has 6 blades. And this is a great razor for shaving larger areas on your body, like your arms and legs and your chest hairs, if that's still having an issue there. So this one will cover larger areas. The 6 blades cut really smooth and can cut even better than the 3-bladed razor. And the next kind of razor I'd like to show you here, this one's a little bit more of a specialty type razor. This is actually a Venus type razor. It's only got 2 blades, but the one thing about this one is that it has an aloe strip. It actually has aloe vera on the razor. So this will help to reduce nicks and bumps. And the blades on this razor are pretty sharp, so they cut really well. So one thing I like about these razors is it's easy and convenient to be able to shave in the shower or in the bathroom, wherever you are. But the one problem with these types of razors is they tend to cut your skin very easily. And especially for somebody like me who has very sensitive skin, I can get cuts all over the place and I have to be very careful when I'm doing my shave. I do use this kind of a razor on my legs, and I will generally use Epsom salts or some sort of bath salt to soften my skin and make sure that it reduces the number of nicks and cuts. And it generally works pretty good. One more thing to mention about these types of razors is the larger razor heads don't really fit into certain smaller nicks and crannies. So having the smaller head razors definitely help when you're shaving around in your private areas and around and behind and all the other places that are very inconvenient to get to. It's a lot easier to use a smaller head shaver than it is to use the bigger one, and just go over it a few more times. So that's something to consider when deciding how you're going to shave. So after a long time of using these types of razors, I realized that it would be a little bit more convenient, especially when I'm shaving my face, to use an electric shaver. Electric shavers are faster and leave a lot less nicks. And generally all that happens with me, because again, I have sensitive skin, I do tend to get razor burn on certain areas of my face where I have to shave really close. So the first kind of electric razor that I use is this cute little pink Remington dealie here. And one thing about this that I really liked is how it has these double clippers, so it goes in either direction, and I'm able to use this anywhere on my body, and it's a really great little shaver just as a portable little shaver. One issue that I found with this razor is that it takes AAA batteries and it chews through them really fast, so I can't get more than about 2, maybe 3 shaves out of this one. And the other thing that I don't like is because it has the double clippers on there, when I'm trying to shave up my upper lip just under my nose, these clippers have a tendency of getting into my nose and start cutting the skin on my nose. So I had to try something different. The next kind of electric shaver that I tried is this finishing touch shaver. And the finishing touch shaver is really good with the foil blade. unfortunately, I don't have the foil blade anymore. I still only have the clipper end for this one. The foil blade on these ones, they have a tendency of getting really thin really quickly, and then they wear out really fast. And mine started to wear through, and then all of a sudden, the blade just started cutting my skin instead of my hair. So I can't use this shaver anymore. So then the next kind of shaver that I moved to, and this was a really good, another Remington style shaver. This one here is a wet dry rechargeable shaver. It has the single clipper on the side, and the rubber piece here helps to lift up the hairs. This is a great body shaver. Can shave any part of your body except for private areas, obviously. It's got a really big shave head, but it works perfectly on my face and on my chest hairs. And one thing that I like about this is that it comes with this guard that is actually a 5mm shave guard that I could use to just trim up the hairs on my arms or whatever. Or you could use something like that if you were planning to wax your hair, because you don't want to shave it all the way down. You want it to be left short, and we'll get into that in a bit here. I have a couple more shavers I'd like to show you for specialty shavers for different things. The next kind of shaver I'd like to show you is a small eyebrow shaver like this one here. I can use this shaver to trim down on the edges of my eyebrows to try to get them shaped the way I like them. And then after this, I can use this type of a shaver with this tiny rotary head. I can shave around my eyebrows and around my eyes. This is really great for the thin hairs around your eyebrows and around your eyes, under your eyes. If you have hair grow on your nose or anywhere in your upper face area, this will not do the thick hairs. If you're a girl who has facial hair, this won't do the thick ones. But if you have thin hairs in different areas, this will help to get rid of that. And the last electric shaver I wanted to show you today is this one right here. And this one has interchangeable heads. This here, the straight clipper, could be used for cutting ear hair, sideburn hair. This rotary clipper can be used for cutting nose hair, because I know lots of people have problems with nose hair. Even cisgendered women will have nose hair sometimes that have to be dealt with. So this is definitely a great shaving tool to use for ear and nose hair. So the benefits of an electric razor is that they're fast and convenient. They don't cut your skin as easily as a standard razor. And oftentimes ones like these are rechargeable. So I just use this to shave, and then I plug it back in. Next time I want to use it to shave, it's ready to go. I don't have to change any batteries. This particular one is a wet dry shaver, and they come apart so you can easily clean them out and reuse it over and over again. Alright, so in contrast, waxing is a lot different than shaving, where with shaving you're cutting the hair, but with waxing, you're actually pulling the hair out by the root. And for those people who are looking for a long-term hair removal solution that will leave their skin soft and smooth for a long period of time, waxing is the way to go. However, one thing about waxing is it is pulling the hair out by the roots. So it is possible, it could be pretty painful. And a lot of people say that they do experience a lot of pain when trying to do waxing. However, if you decide that you do want to wax, there are several different methods you can try. One method is to use wax strips. Another method is to use hot melted wax. And just with any type of waxing, the wax part is placed on the skin where the hair is exposed. It should be short but can't be shaved right down. And then you will pull the wax against the grain of the hair, and that will effectively pull it out by the roots. So again, it is painful. And I don't have anything to show or demonstrate or anything right now because I've tried waxing and it's definitely not for me. There are others out there who have better experiences with waxing. I've also heard that the more you do it, the easier it becomes and the less painful it becomes. I've also heard that it can help to thin your hair out over a period of time. These are things that I don't know for sure, but again, you can do your own research and decide for yourself what's best for you. So thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and if you're new to this channel, click subscribe and make sure you click the little bell on the right to be notified when I upload new content. I plan to upload a new video every Friday, so stay tuned next Friday for my part 2 of my hair removal series where I talk about laser hair removal and go into detail about different methods of laser hair removal. Stick around and find out more. We'll see you then. Bye.